Of course, my neighbors decide to mow when I start this, so sorry about that. Alright. Uh, I'm a couch body. There's no greater feeling to me than just to relax watching a TV show or a movie. After COVID hit, I really started to excel at this hobby of mine. So during this presentation, I'm going to share with you some of the best TV shows that I watched during the lockdown. And I also want to point out that these are not in order in any way. And after hearing my recommendations, I hope to give the audience an understanding of the shows that I like and hopefully show them some shows that they like that they don't know about. And I'd like to start off with my first recommendation is Peaky Blinders. I know it's a very mainstream Netflix show, but the show takes place in Birmingham, England, right after the end of World War I, in a country ravaged by turmoil. Returning veterans, new revolutions, and criminal gangs are all battling for survival. The Peaky Blinders, led by Thomas Shelby and his family, were one of the most dominant gangs at the time. Thomas, on the other hand, has way bigger plans than just running the streets of England. A little quick fact is that I've watched all 5 seasons in less than 2 weeks. The show is very good. And the second one I'd like to recommend is a Netflix original called The Last Kingdom. This one takes place during the Viking Age, when the main character named Uhtred saw his father get killed and his Saxon army defeated by the invading Danish ships that were led by Ragnar. Earl Ragnar, a Danish warlord, kidnapped Uhtred that day and raised him as his own. Years later, Uhtred, now a brave warrior, is dealt with another tragedy as his home and Ragnar are set on fire. Now exiled, Uhtred has taken a vow to avenge both of his father's deaths and will reclaim his father's land as well. And a little quick fact about this one is that personally it's not as good as Game of Thrones to me, but it is very close and it's incredibly good. The third show I'm going to recommend is actually an anime. If you watch anime, then you have to watch Jujutsu Kaisen, or you've already seen it if you've watched anime. It streams on Crunchyroll, and this one takes place with Yuji Itadori, a high school student who joins a hidden organization of Jujutsu sorcerers to destroy Roman Sukuna, the leader of the curses, in which Yuji becomes the host of. This anime won Anime of the Year for 2020, Best Anime Antagonist of 2020, and Best Final Sequence of 2020. The fourth one I'm going to recommend is also another anime, because if I recommend Jujutsu Kaisen, I have to recommend Demon Slayer. Tanjiro and Nezuko become involved in affairs of the Demon Slayer Corps, a secret organization that has been waging a century-long war against the demons. The demons are ex-humans who have traded their humanity for power. They prey on humans and have supernatural powers such as strength, sorcery, and regeneration. The movie that actually goes with this anime broke every single box office record in Japan earlier this year, and the movie actually gets released tomorrow in America. And you already know I'm going to that. It's at 7 o'clock. And then my final one is actually not a show. It's a documentary. I was going to put a show here, but I recommend this documentary to everyone that I meet. It's called My Octopus Teacher. It's streaming on Netflix. When I say I recommend this to everyone, I'm being so serious as well. Ben Foster began documenting his adventures, and over time came across an octopus who sparked his interest. To gain the trust of the octopus, Foster kept visiting her and monitoring her every day for a year. They developed a relationship in which she engages with Foster and allows him to see things on camera no one in the world has ever seen with their own eyes. I don't want to go into that one as much because I swear it's so good. Y'all just have to watch it. And then for my concluding factor is, now that I told the audience about my 4 favorite TV shows and my favorite documentary I had watched over the pandemic, I hope that most of you found at least one interesting show that you were excited for. I try to choose a mixture of different shows to try to get everyone's perspectives, I guess. That's not the right word, but interests into the shows. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you.